Alrighty, welcome back, folks. This is your host, Ray Hansen. We're here at Lindenwood University, and this is the Durbin Cup you're watching. And the Durbin Cup is a rivalry that was created between two friends, Mark Wilson, who heads up the billiard program here at Lindenwood University, and cue maker Mike Durbin. And one day, Mark had wanted to take his students up to for a tour of Durbin Q facility, which is in just central Illinois, not far from here. And they went down, they played a match, and then Mike Durbin here had an idea for a rivalry that he could get started, and he went and got the Durbin Cup. And so the cup is what you see on the top of your screen there. That's the trophy at the top of your screen. We've got cue maker Mike Durbin here with us in the booth right now. Mike, welcome to the show, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me.
This is it's a really cool thing here that you came up with. This was, I guess, your brainchild here to get this rivalry going here.
Well,
or I guess it was already going. It just you made it official.
We made it official. When Mark first got the job here, we would come down and we'd practice with them, and it was just a little bit informal.
Right.
And I thought we needed to have something a little more formal, something to play for. And Mark's treated me real well. We've always been real friends, and I just thought it was something we could do to help pool.
Well, I like it. I can tell you that. It's pool needs rivalries. It's fun. To have some good healthy competition.
That is a fact.
And to see it done in a very sportsmanlike way is very refreshing as well.
Well, we want to play hard. We want to win, but we want to respect the sport above all. I mean, there's so many others that don't, that we need to lead by example if we want the sport to grow.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's a lot of people that want to say how it should be done, but we've got to show people how to do it.
That's right. I mean, talk is cheap.
Yeah. But you guys are doing a great job, and I really like Mark's program over here at Lindenwood, and I've been trying to get over here for quite some time, to talk with Mark about this. And when I saw this happening, and Mark had just got nominated for the Moscone Cup, or actually not nominated. Actually, he is the captain.
Chosen.
He's chosen for the Moscone Cup captain for this year. So it couldn't be a better time to get over here.
Right. Well, I may be a little prejudiced, but I've been thinking Mark needed to be the captain for years.
All right.
And, but yeah. I will admit to the prejudice there.
Right. We've had some good. I mean, Nick was a captain for the Moscone.
Nick was a captain. Was a very good captain, and I'm just tickled to death to have Nick with us this week. And,
very cool.
I mean, one of the qualifications to play here on my team is you have to have a Durbin Q. So basically it's my league team, and we brought in a few player reps to try and get this cup back. But Nick's the exception because we're just good friends. He does a lot of clinics at my shop, and we do business together, and he just thought it sounded like fun. So I want to thank Nick personally just for donating his time to this.
Yeah, and a two-time collegiate champion as well.
Two-time collegiate champion, 8-time world champion. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
Absolutely. Well, now you and Mark have been friends for many years, but I mean, how did you all meet originally?
Oh, I didn't know Mark Wilson from Adam when I started making cues, and I just called him one day and told him I wanted to make him a cue, and just for feedback, so that I could get information or feedback on my product, make a better product, and he told me what he wanted. I made him the cue. He gave me a lot of feedback, and then we got to doing some clinics with him, and we just became great friends. And one day he brought me a cue that somebody else had made for him, and they didn't want to mess with it, and said, "This is what I want to see." And so I said, well, "Let's give it a try." Worst thing we'd do is we abandon it, and we'd still be friends, and it's just taken off.
And this has been 10, 15 years?
I think I made Mark's first cue for him in 1999.
Wow.
And he's been loyal to me ever since. And I, in return, try to be a good friend to him.
Well, this young man here plays really good. This Sean Sommers here,
Yes.
playing for the Lindenwood Lions. We got to see him a little while ago
Yes.
here on the TV table.
I remember he's one of the original players. to believe that from last year's program, and as of course the commentators curse when we brag on him.
Right, we jinxed him.
But all these kids that Mark has worked with the last year have shown dramatic improvement.
Well, when you really notice the effect that Mark's had on these young men is when they don't win. When they have some bad fortune in their games, they really have good composure. Their mental game is really solid. They don't go and beat themselves up on the rail.
Mm-hmm.
That's really impressive, and it's not just one of them. It's every single one of them.
Well, when Mark started this program, we talked long and hard about this, and he said the one thing we will never have is a sportsmanship issue. He says we will win like champions, we will lose like champions, and you'll never. If anybody would ever slam their cue here, I would not want to be that guy tomorrow at practice, and maybe even on the spot. He might address it on the spot, but you're just not going to see that out of a Mark Wilson coach team.
Right. Well, Sean Sommers' opponent here, folks, is this is Mark Wilson's stepson, actually. Derrick Keith, also radio personality here in the St. Louis area, has a show on Country Western Channel.
Yeah, I think he's a little more known for his DJing ability today.
Yeah.
But he's a good, solid player. I mean, if you're going to hang out with Mark Wilson, being his stepson, you're either going to play really good or you're not going to play at all.
I think we had Derrick here in the booth a little while ago, and he didn't directly say it, but he kind of implied that he was the handicap for for y'all's team.
Well, I don't know about that. I didn't play very good my first two sets either. And, my third set, I actually pulled it together a little bit and played some good pool. But these are very tough conditions. We have very tough tables. We don't have a lot of diamond tables around, so it's an adjustment there. Plus, it's short race to 3. I mean, every ball counts, and any little mistake is just magnified 10 times over a normal set. So,
yeah, I missed who won that first game there, and the player didn't mark the score.
Sommers won that game, I'm pretty sure.
1-0.
But it's like anything else in life. When I talk with my team, I only ask one thing from them, and that's to give me your very best effort every time you come to the table. Maybe it's not a high-performance effort. I mean, the ball may not go in, whatever, but give me the best effort you can, and we'll live with the results, because I can't ask for any more than what you got.
Right, exactly.
And that's what I do, and that's how I live. And
well, you have quite a stable of players that you've made. I mean, Mark Wilson is not your only player that has a well-known player that has a Durbin cue. So who are some of your players, Mike?
Well, Jamie Barracks is one of my other good players. He's down in Mobile, Alabama now. He's Rookie of the Year in 05. I mean,
Great player.
Great bar table player.
I watched him snap off the tournament down at White Diamonds here recently.
Yeah, Jamie's been with me for a long time. I took him to Derby in 05, and he finished second to Ephraim down there. And he's been with me ever since. And then we got Joey Gray and Chip Compton, which Chip's out playing bonus ball right now, or he'd love to be here.
That's a solid team right there.
Yeah.
Both those guys play great.
Chuck Ralston here from Missouri, who's just, he's a monster on the bar table. Plays good on the big table too, but a good guy. And John Gabriel from out Claremore, Oklahoma.
Yeah, another good guy.
David Matlock is out in Olathe, Kansas. And the thing that I like is these people all come to me because of my product. They like my product, and they like me. And I've been through the player rep thing, giving cues away to good, great players, and, they don't keep them. And to be a player rep with me, it's more important about how good a person you are rather than how you run balls. And I don't care if you can run out forever if you're a total jerk. I don't need that press.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Well, knowing that you're good friends with Mark Wilson, that makes a lot of sense. And, that's exactly how Mark would do it if he was a cue maker. And that's how he's running his program here at Lindenwood as well. Wow, they're both swallowing with the cues here.
Well, it's hard to believe that 9 didn't fall.
You almost. I mean, I don't think the one passed the 6 ball here, but you almost have to try to draw it back here again.
Almost. When you're up 2-0, you can do a few little things, but that's no real lead in a race to 3 either. So, just
now, from what I understand, watch out. I think Derrick will make it this time.
yeah, just gotta watch for the scratch cross corner.
Right. There we go. On the board.
On the board. That's all you want. You hate to get skunked. But again, getting back to Mark, what he's doing here at Lindenwood, I just can't believe they've actually got a university that's on board with them. They built this beautiful facility for him. There was a lot of other programs that would like to have this, and they committed to Mark to do it, and it's just exciting for pool in general. Period.
Yeah, it really is. I read on the internet a lot, the pool forums especially, which you have to guard what you read there, as you probably know.
For sure.
But there's always like, oh, pool's dying, pool's bad. This is a bad thing right now. But there's some shining lights in the industry, and Mark's certainly one of those. I was really excited that he's going to be a part of the Moscone. I think it's really huge for the sport. This really could be a turning point for pool.
Oh, for sure.
Here in the U.S.
For sure. I think we need to find some way to support him doing this more with the Moscone and stuff like that. I don't know how to do that yet, but we're working on it. But they're going to basically give him free reign to do what he wants to try and get.
Basically, we need to clone about 20 Mark Wilsons to
That'd be a good start.
Go around to all the universities. That would be something.
That would be a good start.
Well, Sean Sommers on the hill here, 2-1, looking to put another point on the board for Lindenwood Lions. And he's got a little tough situation. That 5 ball's laying funny from where he's at here.
Yep, that's hard.
Wow.
It's one of those you kind of need to spin it back softly, but then you get on the wrong side of it too. It's just a tough position.
In hindsight, maybe you could have just tapped it in and played a safety on the 5.
That's very possible. Very possible. Just kind of depends on when you get the ball on the rail like that. It's hard to tell where you're going to come off at it. And maybe if I was a world champion, I'd know more. But I tend to be a little more aggressive when I play.
Right. Well, I don't know about you. I like to see those balls falling in the pockets.
Yes.
I mean, when I should be playing a safety, I'm trying to make everything.
Yeah. There's a time when Mark's rule when we first started working together, if it's 50-50 in difficulty versus safe versus going for the shot, go offense. So I kind of use that rule a lot, but also if you got deadlock safety there, it's kind of silly not to play it.
A player once told me that if you have a tough shot or an easy safety, take the easy safety.
Most of the time, that's probably good advice. Also depends on the situation. We're in a situation right now where we can't afford to play safe. We got to catch up. We're behind, and playing safe isn't always going to get it. We got to get games. We got to run out. We can't miss.
Right.
And,
well, we're seeing some really surprising misses here from Sean. That was a pretty basic shot there, and
yeah,
it's like he lost focus, kind of.
Could have. Maybe Derrick get a little roll, get froze up here.
Wow. Well, they're not froze up, but they're awful close.
They're awful close. That was a really good shot. I don't care if it went in or not. That was still a good shot. Being that close to that ball.
Yeah, those are tough to judge. Derrick, Keith with a shot here.
Yeah, we got to take advantage of these right now. These opportunities don't come around too often. Now, a year ago, those opportunities came around a lot playing this squad.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't come around too often anymore. Mark is doing such a great job here.
Well, and that shot that Derrick just made, he really, in my opinion, should have came around the table and,
Yeah.
and shot it in the same pocket. Shot the 9 in the same pocket as the
I
7 ball
agree.
there. Trying to hold the cue ball left him with severe angle for the 9 ball shot.
Yeah, when you got a choice, it's best to shoot to the closest hole. That was a great shot right there.
And that's it. Sean Sommers takes it down. That's our 5th match of the day.
Yep.
And another point for Lindenwood. I'm sorry to announce to Mike here.
That's
Sorry,
the way
Mike.
it goes sometimes, you know.
Yeah, it's a pleasure having you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
All right, folks, we're going to get that saved, and we'll be back with more action from here at the Durbin Cup here at Lindenwood University. Don't go away.
I'd like to get a special round of applause for Derrick for taking this time coming over and participating here. Thank you very much.
You have a real good selection down here at Emerald Billiards of pool tables, whatever you want to play on. Whatever your table, you got it down here, you know. Yeah, and also in Emerald Billiards, you have the full bar, where you have a full kitchen. We serve anywhere from finger food to steak dinners every night. We're known for our Emerald Burger. You can really enjoy yourself down here. If you want to come out and just shoot pool with your family one night, or you want to come out here and gamble, you'll find a game over here anytime you want.